What's going on, everybody? We're back again for another video. Today we're going to do just a quick time-lapse build on mounting these Vanquish Method style wheels onto the BFGoodrich Mud Terrain Tires. Now I'm a little bit ahead of the game, so I went ahead and ceramic coated all of these wheels. It'll just add a little bit more protection to the wheels as they are a little bit pricey. Plus it makes them look a little bit better. As these are like a matte satin sheen. So let's move on and do the time lapse. Now another quick thing that I forgot to mention is that the Vanquish Method wheels require a hub adapter that needs to go onto the actual hex of the vehicle. So I ordered the Vanquish SLW 350 wheel hub kit. And they don't come with screws, so you have to buy a screw set for that as well. But basically these hubs will get mounted to the back of the wheel and then they'll go onto the vehicle. So they should look pretty good when they're done. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is take out the two screws that are on the back side of the beadlock wheel. This will release the back side of the wheel and the front side of the wheel. This way we can put the actual ring around the outside of the rim and then put this center bead inside of the tire, and that's kind of how it pulls everything together. So let's get these two screws out from the back side of this, and then we'll be able to start our process. I did go ahead and do one wheel already just to go ahead and see how it looks, but I figured I'd do these other three on camera. Alright, so now that we got the front of the wheel apart, you can see that there's actually two separate pieces. So you have this bead that sits inside of the tire, and then you have the rear bead, which pretty much locks everything together. So like this piece will go on the inside of the tire, and it'll grab the bead and pull it into here, and then this side will go on with the ring and pull it all in. That way it stays locked in place. Now what we're going to want to do is take the outside ring and start putting in these little wee screws and put them the whole way around on this, mounted onto the face of the wheel. You don't want to tighten them down the whole way yet. You just want to get all the screws around there, and then you'll go around and tighten them all up. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so now that we got all of the little screws the whole way in the ring around the front side of the rim, now we're going to go ahead and tighten them down the whole way. What I like to do is do like a star pattern, so I like start at the bottom, work to the top, then back to the bottom, then left and right, and so on, until all of these screws are tightened down. Now the biggest thing is you do not want to over tighten these screws, because if you do and they strip out, then you're kind of screwed at that point. So let's get to getting these screws put in. Alright, so now that we have the ring securely on the face of the wheel, now what we're going to do is take this inner ring and put it inside of the tire. And then we will put this ring back on, followed by this ring on the rear. So this part can be rather challenging, but once you have the face in, you pretty much want to flip it around, and you want to make sure that the front is securely in the whole way. Now you're going to see a little bit of a gap between like the top of the tire and here, but what you need to do is put this ring in and pretty much line up the screw holes that are on here with the screw holes that are on the inside of the wheel on the outside there, and then you will put these smaller screws in to secure the back bead to the front bead. So there we have it. We have the Vanquish Method wheels mounted up on the BFGoodrich Mud Terrain Tires. Now pretty much all we have to do is put the Vanquish hub adapters on the back and we are good to go. So these little pieces are pretty self-explanatory. Pretty much this side is going to get mounted up to the back side of the wheel, and then you're going to put in these 6 screws around the outside from the face of the wheel, and then the hex here is going to get mounted up to the hex on your vehicle, and then you'll just put your locking nut on to secure the wheel on. Now real quick, I'm just going to take the wheel that I had on the SCX10 off, and I'll put the new one on. That way we can kind of just see how it looks. So here we are with the hub adapter on there, so let's throw it on. Alright, there we have it. They are mounted up. And I gotta say, these wheels look absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to see how they look once the Jeep Gladiator body is mounted up, because these wheels are just amazing looking. So basically what I'm just going to do now is do these other 2 wheels off camera, and then I will put them on the chassis and we can just see how it looks as a final. Alright, so here we are. We have all 4 wheels and tires mounted up. Take a look at how good these things look. I don't know if the camera picks it up. They might look kind of glossy on camera from the lighting, but they are satin gold. And they are mounted on the BFGoodrich Mud Terrain Tires. Overall, I think they look really, really good. I'm definitely curious to see how they perform. I know they look good, but how will they perform? That's the real question. So, thank you very much for tuning in for this video, and